What's up, guys? Kaz, Elevate Your Craft, back for another episode of Journey of an MTG Beginner. And I'm a little sad because I lost the previous video of the draft, the competitive draft that I started the other day. I'm gonna resume it here, but it was a really fun draft, and I liked the deck that I built a lot. And something just happened with the file, and unfortunately it was gone, so I couldn't post it. But we're gonna continue it here, as I mentioned, and just go from there. Looks like we got a couple packs, so I guess I'll open those beforehand. See what we get. Course at 19 in Guilds. We're working on a mythic rare. I think my camera there might be blocking it, but we are working on a mythic rare wild card. Maybe we see some Nicol Bolas. Not even close. I pulled this as a promo in the Core 19 pre-release, which was a little bit underwhelming. Let's hope for some lands here. I wouldn't mind a Sacred Foundry or Watery Grave. Okay, this is actually a good card too. So I'm pretty happy to see this. Great card for the Celestia decks. Okay. And it looks like we got a couple thousand gold. But before I get to anything, the last video, I had my brother's Karamazov novel, not mine, written by Fyodor Dostoevsky. Before I start, read that book. It's amazing. Read books in general, they're awesome, but this one in particular is fantastic. I'm not even finished it yet, and it's really good. It's deep, as Dostoevsky is just known to be. But yeah, anyway, read books, they're awesome. The Brothers Karamazov by Dostoevsky, excellent book. Onward and upward. Okay, let's get some packs. I think I just go Guilds of Ravnica. Okay, pack one. Expansion Explosion already revealed. That's not a good sign. That means we have 4 of them already. Pretty good card, I think. Could just blow out a game. I mean, if it's late game, you use Explosion just to finish things off. Okay, and on to pack 2. Alright, this is a good sign. Chromatic Lantern, alright. Just sort of whatever. I don't really think... I'm more concerned with standard playable here. Don't think Chromatic Lantern's really going to be... I don't know. I haven't really thought about it too much. Haven't seen Chromatic Lantern in any of the lists. But that's alright. Okay, so let's resume our draft. This is the deck that I put together. I actually wouldn't mind taking another look at it. It's been a couple days since I was able to continue. So it'd be good to refresh. Mephitic Vapors, decent sideboard. If I play an aggressive deck with a lot of 1-drops. The Plague Crafter. I don't know if I should play that main board or not. I got some pretty good cards in the draft. A lot of really solid removal. I got the Charnel Troll. This Goon, the big Goon at the end, to just throw down and hope that my opponent can't deal with it. A couple Deadly Visits, the Gruesome Menagerie. It's actually a pretty fun deck that I'm happy with. And I went 1-1, so lost my first game. It was really close. I believe it was an Izzet based deck. And then the second match, I played a Dimir base deck that I defeated fairly convincingly, if I remember. But okay, so this is the deck. Crushing Canopy I like. Okay, and I pulled an expansion explosion in the draft too. Yeah, Crushing Canopy, a good sideboard card. This is a good sideboard card, and the Crawl Harpooner. I don't have too much to deal with flyers in the main board. Of course, the Pilfering Imp and the Bartizan Bats, but they're a little underwhelming in dealing with just the flyers out there. So made sure to pick up a couple reach creatures later on in the draft. But yeah, another one, Status Statue, great card. So I'm very happy with this deck. Having a lot of fun playing it with all the recursion and the Charnel Troll triggers and that kind of thing. So yeah, so 1 win, 1 loss. Let's hope we can just keep it going, keep the wins going. Oh, got my coffee here, got my exogenous ketones, so I'm ready to rock. To come to think of it now, I haven't written anything yet. Usually at least 15 minutes a day I just write. Longhand, I really enjoy writing longhand. I even write cursive now, which is crazy. I haven't done that in years, but a really good way to get your thoughts on paper, just clear your mind, stuff like that. Boy, I only have 1 land. I'm on the draw. I guess that does help a little bit, but if I do hit land, I play Child of Night or Iron Shell Beetle, but then I need a green source. And then the rest of my cards are just pretty high up in the curve, so I think I have the mulligan. Again, on the draw, I do have both basics, so I do like that. I have some removal. I think I'll keep this one. Deadly Visit to the bottom, because I do want creatures. Opponent kept 7, they're on the play. And we have a White Hunted Witness. There it is. Okay, so I think we'll just leave out a swamp. We're gonna take some damage here. Okay, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Iron Shell Beetle. They're on 2 open mana. Put the counter onto there. Acts like a little bit of a wall now. Okay, so Boros. Alright, so 3. I think this is actually pretty good if I can use the Assassin to take out the Bodyguard. Then I have Deadly Visit a bit later on. To take out potentially anything bigger. So it can't attack or block alone, but I don't think I attack here. I don't really think he's incentivized to attack. Okay. That's pretty good for my opponent. So I could be taking 4 here. Okay, 4 mana. We have mana for the Deadly Visit. The Lot Left Giant. I don't think I want to... I mean, it's gonna get another Mentor trigger. Maybe I just get rid of the Bodyguard right now. I do have some removal. I do have answers for now. And then if I get the 7th land... That's 7 lands. It's expensive. I can attack. 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 And then Severed Strands. One, two. And I do gain a bit of life, so that will help. Okay. So I'm probably going to want to deadly visit the patrol. Though I got to keep in mind my other deadly visit was put to the bottom of my library. I have 2 creatures in the graveyard right now. So I am under some pressure, but I think I deadly visit the patrol. 3, 4, 5, and I surveil 2, so it's pretty good. I'll get to see what I have. 5. I think the land the flyer could be fairly useful, but I think right now I'm just looking to get deeper into my deck. A 3/1 flyer. I think I'll put that in the graveyard. I'm gonna have Gruesome Menagerie. Right, so I have a 2-drop, a 3-drop, and a 4-drop. Okay, so we're at 6 mana now. Could potentially play the Lotleth Giant next turn. We have a Spinal Centipede. 3. He or she has 3 mana up. So land would be decent. That's not great for me. So I'll be taking 5 damage. No blockers. Okay, so return to the battlefield. I mean, that's pretty good. Though, I mean, the flyer... I think I want to do the Spinal Centipede. The Okarn Assassin's really just meant to trade with something powerful on their end. So I'll do that. Do I want to get in for 4? I'm getting hit by the flyer anyway. Okay, so I'll just block here, I'll block here. So if he has some sort of removal, yeah, that's fine. Okay, I still have to deal with that flyer. So this is going to do 3 damage. So I need... Okay, that's probably just game breaking right there. As long as you control a gate. He does control a gate. Alright, so I think we're gonna move on. So that was a bit tougher of a start. I did not get the curve I wanted. Saw some flyers there. Barrier of Bones. Don't think it's that great. So he does have the 2/2 haste flyer. So I like Grappling Sundew. I have actually not drawn this card yet in the entire draft. Harpooner. Oh, updates are pending. Let's remind me later. Kind of want the Crushing Canopy. So he's got Justice Strike, I think it was. Let's see. The Plague Crafter. Undercity. Lawleth Giant's just kind of a big goon. But I do want creatures. I think Creeping Chill's not too bad against the aggressive deck. I kind of rushed there. I don't know if taking the 7... It's really expensive. I'm on the play. Okay, this is actually pretty good. I have both sources of mana. I have a 2-drop, I have a 3-drop, I have a 4-drop, and I have some removal. Okay, that's pretty good. The Creeping Chill's nice, just for that life gain. Okay, so I'll go with the Child of Night. Lifelink is nice too. Okay, so this is a bit of a slower start for my opponent. That's pretty good. Go to combat, attack. I'll get some lifelink, which is great. Okay, so that's decent for my opponent. You know, they'll be able to block and potentially trade depending on how I do this. So they have lifelink. I could attack with just a Pitiless Gorgon and then use status to pump it up. That'll clear the board. Or I could just play Moodmark Painter. Okay, damage. Not really getting a ton of value out of this. But in all honesty, I was not expecting them to block, so to not block. But it's okay. I mean, it is what it is. So they're at 4 mana. Alright, that's pretty good for them. I do have an answer, which is nice. Play the land. Do I want to statue or deadly visit? I think I'll deadly visit. It's a bit more of a flexible cards, the status statue, so maybe I leave some options open. 5. Surveil 2. I like this card. This not so much. Although I do want land as well. Okay, 2 attackers, not blocking. So they're up to 5 mana now. There's the bodyguard. So I think I statue the bodyguard. And maybe attack with the painter. Okay, well, let's just take care of this. 2, 3, 4. I mean, if he double blocks, he'll gain 3. But I clear the board. Do I want to be aggressive? That's the thing. I think I'm looking to just grind my opponent out here. Okay. Alright, that's a good card. Whoops. Alright. Okay, combat. Hopefully I can just sort of mitigate like, would he trade here? won't. I doubt he'll block the Gorgon with the patrol. I mean, I don't think I want to cast that yet. So the Swarm Guild Mage can play a great role here for the Menace, for the Life, and that's what I'm just trying to do, I think, is at the end of his turn. Oh yeah, it has Summoning Sickness, so can't quite do it yet. Okay, Creeping Chill, again, that's not something I'm looking to do right now. No attackers, and wow, this guy is just ripping out the creatures right now. This is gonna get really tough. The two, I'm not too concerned about. The two from the... Well, it is lifelink, right? Golgari Guildgate. Okay, not quite yet. So if he starts hitting his removal, that's going to be pretty tough for me. Okay, I mean, this does put something on the board, gives me life link, which I will take. And so he's going to attack with everything. 2, 5, 7, 9. Okay. Okay, and my turn. Okay, this is pretty good, I suppose. Still have to deal with that pesky flyer, but I will gain 4, so that's 5. I definitely can't. Well, let's see, 4, 7, 8. I can't quite cast both. Attack, no attackers, and we end. Resolve. So that's 4 creatures. Okay, so the first strike. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8 power. I think I need to... start blocking here. He's got a fair amount of mana open. I'm thinking there might be some sort of trick here. Or do I... Yeah, the Pitiless Gorgon. Man, the grind. And he's at 27. Ugh. These flyers are really going to hurt. I'm at 9. I could potentially take... I'll be taking 4 for sure. I'll gain 2 presumably unless he removes it. Combat, attack, no attackers, and we end. I'm just afraid of removal. I mean, if he can get rid of this guild mage... Okay, so he's gonna tap both. So I'm gonna take 7. My turn. Not great. I mean, it's great that it's removal, but I have to sacrifice a creature. I'm at 7. If he swings with everything, that's 5, 8, 10 power. Flyers, it's 4. I think I hold the Severed Strands for 1 turn. So I'm hoping I could just get a cheap creature here. One of my reach creatures would be fantastic. Okay, so I have to block. I can block the Restorer. Then I'm taking 3, 5, 7, so that's lethal, so I have to block. So they're blocked. Two, 3, 4. Okay, so that's a flyer. I'm at 3. Can I hold on? Wow. 3, 4. I mean, they're probably running out of gas. Or hopefully running out of gas. That'll get Mentor. Do I want to sack the Foragers? I mean, it's a great ground creature, but I got to worry about the air right now. So we are holding on by a thread. Okay, so I can deadly visit the Sky Knight Legionnaire. I have, I think, one more Severed Strands. That'll be kind of it for my removal. I mean, those are the creatures I was looking for. I'm gonna bank on him not having too many flyers. Although the Harpooner's decent. Gotta start putting pressure on him. Okay, so that can't do anything alone. 8 creatures. Choose up to 1 target creature with flying you don't control. Yeah, I can't fight. See, that would have been so nice before. That would have been so nice, especially with 8 creatures in my graveyard. So I'm doing 14 damage here. Well, no, not here, but... Oh, that would have been so nice. Little ambitious there. 11-2. So that would have been the perfect card for dealing with the patrol and... Okay, so can I take over now? Hopefully my opponent just floods. Okay, he does control a gate. He's got double strike. That is something to worry about. I can play the Iron Shell Beetle, put a counter on the Bartizan Bats. That Garrison Sergeant is kind of an issue. This will put a 3-turn clock. Um, do I have any removal? I think I've used it all. Use the statue. Use the 2 deadly, well, 1 deadly visit, but I think I put the other one. Oh no. Okay, no, they're both used. Okay, so this is good. This is good. So I can sack the Iron Shell Beetle, get rid of the Garrison Sergeant. So I have lethal 4, 6, 9. What a game! That was insane. Holy man alive. Okay. Oh, wow. And that was only game 2. So that was an insanely grindy game. I think the never happened might be fairly useful here. I had the answers sideboarded in for their flyers, but I just did not draw them. I didn't draw the Charnel Troll. Spinal Centipede. Like, maybe I go for the never happened and exile one of their removal spells or something really useful for them. That life gain was huge. So I think I'm gonna do that. Plague Crafter could be useful as well. Like, I just don't think I see the value in Plague Crafter yet. Like, I just can't grasp it. I think it's a really good card, but I don't know if I should play it here or not. Like, I'd have to sack a creature as well. If I can't, I discard a card. Yeah, I'm not sure. So I was on the draw there. I'm on the draw now. Maybe I could have played it one less land and then had both the Don't like that I don't have a green source. Do have reach, so when I hit that green source, I can play status. Okay, I'm on the draw. So let's just hope we hit a green source. If we don't, that's gonna be trouble. Worst case scenario, next turn, I suppose I just play the Child of Night. Do I want it? I don't think so. Okay, so this isn't great. Two damage. Do I want to keep? I mean, it's not like it would do anything anyway. That's fine. Damage, Child of Night. This is not good, my friends. we could sack. Okay, no. Oh boy, this is brutal. Okay. We are land stuck. I think I can't really go into combat. I think I severed strands, the Wojek bodyguard, and then gain some life, and then just hope for the best. Because if they don't have a third creature, give me some green. Give me some green. Okay, so that's pretty good. What do I play here now is the question. I think I just play the Sundew. That could work well with status too. I can block the patrol and then play status and then take it out. Yep, that's fine. Okay. I will block. One blocker. I want to see if he does anything. Okay, so we're gonna trade. Oh, and first strike. Okay, that's a really big play by my opponent. That one hurts. That one definitely hurts. Three, I mean, he's gonna get another mentor trigger. I could sacrifice the Swarm Guild Mage and Severed Strands the patrol. Gain some life, and then I have the Gorgon and the Assassin to maybe deal with it. This feels really bad, believe me. But I've got to do something. I don't want another mentor trigger. do have answers on the ground, so I'll take, what is that, 4? And another one, yikes. Okay, so we have the Deadly Visit, but we don't have the 5th land. It's gonna get another Mentor trigger. 2/2 Death Touch. If I hit a land, I can take out the patrol. I have another Pitiless Gorgon. So I really need... Okay, they've just had... See, I should have thought of that, right? So they've had answers for everything. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I think that's game. Good game. So unfortunately we got land stuck there. Oh, that's way too bad, especially after that second game. That was such a great game. Well, that's a little underwhelming, folks. A little underwhelming. Anyway, that was such a fun deck. I loved it. One of the coolest ones I think I've ever drafted. Coolest as far as having a lot of fun with it. Maybe it wasn't the most effective, but okay. So we're gonna get a mythic here. I don't think you guys can see it, but we're 2 packs, and that will reveal a a mythic wild card. All right, let's see. All right, I've opened a lot of Guilds of Ravnica packs, so it's always nice to see when this card's flipped over. Oh, Overgrown Tomb, that's awesome. I need lands, always love lands. Okay. And we get our mythic wild card in a Divine Visitation. If one or more creature tokens would be created under your control, that many 4/4 White Angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance are created instead. That seems a little crazy. Okay, so what are we working on here? We're working on a little Izzet action. I can get another Sarkhan. This is a deck that I want to build. Sort of like Izzet Drakes, I suppose. I almost have everything. I'm at 52 of 60. I need 3 Sarkhans, and I'm going off a list. I think that was, I forget which event it was. I think the Star City Games event. I have the 4 Steam vents. Oh yeah, I need 2 or 3 Sulfur Falls on top of this. But I think I pretty much have... I'd have to check it out. But I could get another Sarkhan, so let's do it. I mean... Sarkhan.
No sword can pierce my scales.
Okay, one more of those. And I wish you could just, like, drag, even if you don't own the cards, just drag them and put them in the deck area. That way you can just get a visual of what you need. I believe you can do that in MTGO, but it just has that sort of, like, yellow-black stripe border. I think I am missing a few sideboard cards as well. But anywho, let's see. Oh, I do want to save and exit. Yep, invalid deck. So that was a little bit underwhelming for that match, but I'll leave it at that for now because we did finish off the competitive draft. So good game to my opponent. That second game was awesome. One of the coolest, best matches I've had in a draft. Very grindy. I was able to pull it out in the end, which was excellent. A lot of fun. But I'll leave it at that just because the completion of the draft feels like it's a good time to stop it. But I'll definitely be back again soon with some more matches. But hopefully you guys learned something or found that at least entertaining / interesting. What I got to think about what I could have done better. Maybe I should have mulliganed that hand in round 3 where I had the 2 black sources, and then there were a few spells that needed green mana. Maybe I should have mulliganed, especially since I was on the draw. But then again, when you're on the draw, there's a better chance that you draw the greens. So it was tough. It was a tough decision, but maybe I should have drawn that. I think it may seem obvious, but I think it's really, really important to have both sources of mana in your opening hand. Obviously, it depends on the deck, what you're playing, but in this format with the guilds, I think it's extremely important to have both colors of land in your opening hand. And obviously, you want spells to play along with them, to have a 1-drop, a 2-drop, even a 3-drop. But I'm finding that that's extremely important, where you want to have at least 1 mana source in the second color that you're playing, just to keep things going, especially if you're on the play. But maybe I should have mulliganed there. So live and learn. But anyway, that's all I'll do for now. You guys take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video.